I am Sister Francisca Equia Framia of the Missionary Sisters of Our Lady of Apostles. I am a Ghanaian and from the Oti region, from a village called Pai Katanga. I hold first degree in communication and, to be precise, radio and television.
Sister Martha.
Okay, thank you. Sister Martha Davis. I'm from Cape Coast. I'm a teacher by profession, but currently I'm helping to train young girls to become OLA sisters, and so I'm in formation in Rafrial community in Cape Coast.
Okay. So as you heard from them, they are OLA sisters. So students, tell your friends to also tell their friends that we have the OLA sisters here at the studios of Capital TV. So to you, Sister Francisca, who are OLA sisters?
Thank you, Sister. OLA sisters. The OLA is an abbreviation, and the full meaning is Sisters of Our Lady of Apostles. Because the congregation is international, we have other countries who call it OLA sisters, but here in Ghana, we refer to it as OLA sisters. We are a missionary congregation founded by Very Reverend Father Augustine Planck, SMA in Lyon, in the year 1876. Why the congregation was founded was to come and complement the mission of the SMA fathers in Africa. Because at that time, as we all know, our great-grandfathers were not allowing our mothers, sisters, or their female children to get closely in touch with men. So the mission for the SMA fathers became very difficult, and as such called for the necessity to get female congregation to come and help the fathers accomplish the mission entrusted to them. So when Father Augustine Planck started, it was not easy because he didn't have any congregation at that time. So he contacted some already existing congregations to come to Africa to help the fathers. So Father contacted the Cloney sisters, the Augustinian sisters. They didn't shake their heads. They came for this mission. But as we know, especially to us the religious, every congregation has a charism. We are found for a charism. And for them, though they accepted to come, the target or the mission for Father Augustine Planck wasn't in line with theirs, because Father Augustine Planck's own was mission of primary evangelization, and they had their different charism. The sisters came to Africa, but the work was not easy for them, and because it was not in line with their own charism, so they returned home. And then Father Augustine Planck, in zeal to accomplish this mission, he went to Rome to meet the Propaganda Fidei, who is an office in charge of the propagation of faith. So Father went to them and said, I need sisters for the mission. And what really pushed Father further to accomplish this was, they told him, you need sisters, found them. So Father went and then found OLA sisters in that year 1876. So in Ghana, since this discussion is for the purpose of OLA sisters in Ghana, we are going to center everything on our mission in Ghana. The sisters arrived in Ghana on the shores of Elmina in 1883. When the sisters came, there was nothing already laid down for them. So they were involved in home-to-home visitation, teaching the girls how to read, how to write little by little. And a year after their arrival, they founded the Elmina Girls in Elmina. Now, we are no more in charge, but we still have a community there and a school, Queen of Apostles boarding school. So from there, the sisters started getting closer to the people in health aspects. And this was something that was a little bit dicey because that time, you know, there was nothing like foreign medication. And our people or our great-grandfathers and mothers, that time when you have a wound or a cut on you, the wound was not healing. So they were surprised. Why? What was happening? But these sisters were using the same leaves that our great-grandparents were using, something like achampon. I don't know the name in English, so I'll just mention it achampon. I think Ghanaians, we all know achampon. Thank you. So the white sisters were washing the leaves, and then they would clean around the wound before they put the liquid on it. And they realized that it was healing. So it means that the way they were treating the wound was bringing more infection to the wound. So that was how the sisters started. So for OLA sisters, our primary mission in Africa is for the mission of primary evangelization, specifically in health, education, and pastoral work. But we OLA sisters, we are open to all professions. We are not restricted because we respond to the signs of time. Though now we do not train sisters to work in the military, or let me say in the force work, but I don't know, maybe one day that need will come that we have to train sisters for that, which I am aiming towards, so that I will become a military woman one day.
And the first sister to be.
Exactly, and I'll make a name. Yes. So this is how our mission is. So when we came, we started like this. Now we have sisters who are lawyers, we have journalists, we have a pharmacist, and so many more professions to mention. So for us OLA sisters, this is basically what we do. And also I will go into our mission to say that we work directly with women to empower them, and also with children. For the children, whether girl or boy, we work with you. Once we can bring, we will be able to bring the kingdom of justice and peace in our world today, because it is something that is lacking. So for us, we advocate for children, and then we empower women.
Thank you very much, sister. To Sister Martha, so why have we gathered here this evening? What are we celebrating?
We have gathered here, sister, because OLA sisters are celebrating 140 years of presence in Ghana. And our aim, our theme for this celebration is 140 years of OLA sisters in Ghana, our mission today and tomorrow. Because if we observe our priorities, we just want to intensify our idea of trying to promote Christian families, and then to promote women and children, and particularly the marginalized. We want to fortify our idea of working with people in a non-violent way to bring the kingdom of God into force. And for us, it is a joyful occasion because it is reminding us that we are not alone in the fight for God. We want more people to know about our fight for people, so that together we'll all establish the kingdom of God on earth, and probably, if we leave this earth, to continue it in heaven. So there is joy, excitement in the air. And well, when it was founded in 140 years ago, I was not born, but I've just joined in the middle of it, and we are going. So we are waiting for our mission today and tomorrow. We want to fortify our strength in the service of God, and we don't want to do it alone. So we have invited several people to come and join us celebrate. It's a joyful occasion, and everybody is invited. Thank you, sister.
Okay. So if you are just joining us, this is a discussion with the OLA sisters celebrating 140 years of their mission here in Ghana. Sister Francisca, you've already said something about what OLA sisters do.
Yes.
Would you like to add something small?
No.
Okay, so to Sister Martha,
Yes.
where are you in the world and in Ghana?
Well, in Ghana, we are in Cape Coast, we are in Brafiao, we are in Elmina, and we are also in Vroomdop. Vroomdop is a part of Elmina on the hill at Archbishop Potter Girls Polytechnic. In the capital, we are in Medina, and in Oti region, we are found in Krache Nkwanta. In the Ahafo region, we have Techimentia, we are found in Kenyase, and we are also in Hwidim. And in Brown region, we are in Sunyani. In Ashanti region, we are found in Bepwase. That is all about Ghana. Now, we are not just in Ghana, we are in the world. In Africa, we are found in Benin, Côte d'Ivoire, Burkina Faso, Niger, Togo, Nigeria, Chad, well, Ghana we are included, Algeria, Botswana, Tanzania, and Egypt. In Europe and America, we are found in Argentina, in Ireland, Canada, France, and in Italy. Basically, these are the areas where we are.
Okay. Sister Francisca, can you please tell us something about your apostolates? I know in Elmina you have a school. Which other places in Ghana do you have apostolates, maybe secondary school or... Yeah.
Okay, so I'll start from Cape Coast. OLA College of Education, we founded that. And then Archbishop Potter Girls Polytechnic, the Elmina has been mentioned. So we go to Accra. They are mainly involved in education. So they work in one of the schools at the parish side.
Of Peace.
Yes, Mary Queen of Peace, Medina. And then they also do pastoral work. So, and then when you go to Oti region, we have all 3 primary apostolates. They are involved in health, education, and pastoral work. And in Ahafo and Bono, they are also involved in schools, hospitals, and pastoral work, of course.
So where is this celebration taking place and where the selected place or avenue?
Okay, so the celebration is taking place, or the climax is taking place at St. Joseph Minor Basilica, Elmina. And we have chosen this venue because when we first landed on the shore of Elmina or Ghana, that was where we started the mission. So it's going back to our roots.
Sure.
Yes, so we are giving reference or reverence to where everything began.
Okay. Sister Martha, what do you have any projects to mark this Jubilee celebration?
Oh, sure. We have decided to have a place built for our old sisters.
Okay.
And then we have also planned to build a clinic in the Brafrio village so that we will extend ourselves to support the sick in the area.
Okay.
These are the 2 main projects in our minds.
Okay. So how do you intend achieving that?
Well, we have sold the idea to those who came around during the luncheon, and we have distributed envelopes to prominent people, and we are hoping that their contributions will be heavy enough for us to begin something. But I guess from time to time we'll be writing some projects for the success of that so that it will take place. Already we have gotten our blocks made to begin something.
Interesting.
So I think we are on course. And when you start something even with nothing and you trust in God, the power of God will complete it for you. We believe in God, so we are sound on that.
I hope all students of OLA, the various OLA schools, have been invited for this celebration.
Of course.
Certainly.
I have not been invited yet. Okay, so Sister Francisca, let's talk about vocation. Who can be an OLA sister?
Okay. Who can be an OLA sister? Any young, energetic, a young lady with a zeal to sacrifice her life, her everything for the sake of the kingdom of God can be an OLA sister. This young lady will have to be baptized and confirmed in the Catholic faith, and reach the age of 18, between the ages of 18 and 34. 18 because, you know, in Ghana, the legal age is 16. So we have added 2 years to it. That at the time you clock the age of 18, we know that, yes, you are matured enough to take your own decision. Because this life, you cannot force anyone into it. As we have challenges in the married life, the single life, so we have challenges here. So when you force that young lady to go, because I see the sisters, they dress in white, it is beautiful. I see Sister Marian, she's beautiful, so let me also go and join. No, it is not done like that. The person cannot. So this person should attain this age that she will be able to decide on her own. And then when the person, before the person comes or enters, she will also have to have the basic certificates of WASI, West African Examination, and passed, because this life, we are working with the people. You have to reach the level of academics, yes. So if now, we all know that now, the people we work with are more endowed in whatever they do. So if you, the sister, you do not reach this level, it will be very difficult when you enter into an argument. What are you going to use to defend the Catholic faith? What are you going to use to defend the congregation and you yourself? So you have to reach a level. So anybody that comes or joins the OLA congregation with this certificate, we the sisters also help to upgrade your level of education. So if, for instance, you have the WASI certificate, we will take you to school to upgrade it. And when you have a tertiary certificate too, we help you to upgrade it so that you can reach the standard of the Ghana education policy or the work policy. So we do not leave our sisters to just walk through like that. That yes, you came with a vocational certificate or WASI certificate, university certificate, so we leave you there. No, we help our sisters upgrade in whatever level they join us. So once you have all these criteria or requirements, we accept you. But then we also have certain things that we look up to. We will ask you for a letter of recommendation from your family and from your parish priest, because we do not know you. You come from a home and you work or you have journeyed all your life with somebody or some people in the Catholic faith. So we asked the one in charge of the Catholic faith that time to give you a letter of recommendation that yes, this person did the work go, so that tomorrow when something happens or you'll be there and your family will call us that sisters, bring our daughter back. No, we don't want.
We say that we can't find our sister for a number of days and we heard she's with you.
Exactly. And when it comes to this point, it means we are guilty.
Sure.
So we don't want anything like that. And it is handwritten.
Good.
Yes, because typed, anybody can do that. So yeah, you write with your hand and sign so that tomorrow reference will be made to it.
Okay. Thank you, Sister. Sister Martha, since you were into formation, do you believe in late vocation? Because Sister mentioned that from 18 to 34. I believe after 30 years, as a lady, you should be decisive on what you want and what you want to do. So if after 30, you don't know of, you have not decided to be a religious, and then you come maybe 33, 34. And usually there is a question mark. Probably she might have tried so many things, it didn't work. Say, let me enter the religious life. Do you believe in late vocation?
In some cases, yes.
Okay.
Because there are some people who later on in life, they feel they have to try a hand at becoming sister, provided they don't have children.
Good.
Right. Because if you have children, you have to look after them. If you leave them in the world, who is going to take care of them? So it is expected that you look after them. But if you don't have children, of course, we will have to be with you, follow your past, and even see your family members, and then find out from them, and even have a rapport with the person concerned as to what happened that as at that age, you are still single. And it is not going to be anything frightening, because we are all human. But if we see that the person is genuinely wanting to become a sister, we will know that from the way the conversation will go. We don't even have the permission to take the person like that. We have to inform our superior, provincial superior, who will also call our superior general in Rome, and they will have a discussion at their level. And maybe the person can even be invited in their talk, Then after everything, then she will begin. But normally, we don't have them coming. But once a while, you get them.
So, Sister Francisca, you see, you mentioned that you are into education and you have lots of schools in Ghana. Do you have any scholarship policy in your schools that supports brilliant but needy students?
Yes, we do have.
Okay.
Yes. But we don't just get up to pick the people. We first of all admit them, or because we are also into pastoral activities, when we meet or go to homes, we see the reality. So in that aspect, we are able to help these people. There are some people that we go, the parents do not even come to us for this offer. We ourselves see the need and then go to the parents to ask for these children to come to our school. So that's we do.
Okay. Thank you very much. So, Sister Martha, what time is for this climax? You've already informed us about the venue. What time?
That will be around 9:30 in the morning, by 30th December. We slated it at 9:30 because we are thinking by that time, whatever anybody wants to do in the morning would have been finished. So by 9:30, you are kind of relaxing. So you can easily move on and come to support us in St. Joseph's Basilica, Elmina.
Any special guests coming, as in inviting or expecting some important personalities to grace the occasion?
Yes, sister.
Okay.
We have invited people from the political groups of Ghana, people from the church. Actually, our invitation is open to all. And this is why we are here, because there are people who we may not reach directly. So we are here so that our viewers in Ghana will hear about us and of what we are celebrating this year.
So, can you give us contact persons, anybody watching us, if would want to contact for further information?
Okay. So, you can contact us through the Provincial Superior.
Okay.
I don't have the number. The Vice Provincial.
Okay.
The Provincial Superior is Reverend Sister Perpetua Cecilia Aqua. She's in Cape Coast. The Vice Provincial, Sister Teresa Kwanzaa, also in Cape Coast. And Sister Antoinette Abiu, she works in the Bono region. So at the appropriate time, I'll get their numbers to you.
The numbers will be displayed on the screen before we end the program.
I have
So,
to conclude.
Sister Francisca, what would you tell our viewers? Encouragement to join the religious life and to join OLA Sisters, precisely why they should attend the climax of the 140th anniversary of the mission in Ghana.
Okay. So, first of all, my encouragement. OLA Sisters, as I first said, that we are missionaries. We do not work in one place. We travel, and as Sister Martha mentioned, we work in so many countries. So when you join an OLA congregation, you have to be aware that you are not going to stay in Ghana alone. You are going to go out, because for the stages of our formation, when you enter, like we have 3: postulancy, aspirancy, postulancy, and novitiate. When you get to the stage of postulancy, that time we have accepted you to form you into our lifestyle. And then from there you go to the novitiate. All these stages take 4 years. When you come back after your first profession, you will be sent on mission to work in the Francophone countries, because we are of the French origin. But before you will be sent out, we make sure that you, the sister going out, has the basics in French language, so that when you go there, you'll be able to communicate and work with the people, because there is not going to be any English-speaking person there. So when you can speak only English, how are you going to work and live with the sisters and the people? So after that time, you go and come. For instance, our mission, we don't have a limited time. When they send you a mission, you make up your mind that you are going for mission for life, because this is what our first sisters did. They came. When they were coming, that time we didn't have flights. They traveled by sea. Most of them died on sea. And at that time, what would they do? They just have to throw you into the sea, no barrier. The faith kept on to this stage. Those who were able to come, some died after a month, some died after 3 months, 1 year, but still the faith did not die, the mission did not die. So if this is what you, this young lady, has made up your mind to do, then you have to be ready to give your all to it, because the life is not supposed to be for you alone, but for the people. And this is where I will go into the vows we make. Our life, the religious life, is not just a simple life like other lives. We make vows. And there is this saying that a life not well lived is not worth
dying for.
Exactly. Thank you. So we have rules and regulations, and we have this in the canonical councils of poverty, chastity, and obedience. Poverty, you do not own anything to yourself. The little you have, you share with everyone, because we are trying to live that exemplary life of Jesus Christ. He gave all, his everything to the people in poverty, but he was never rich. When you look at sisters, yes, we live the life of poverty, but you don't see us wretched. We are not. Because Christ in his own way will take care of you, and you will lack nothing. And chastity, we don't marry just for the purpose of sharing our availability, our love to all people. Unlike the married life, you are married, you have children, your life, your love is restricted to your family. We do not enter into married life because we want to share everything common, equally with the people. And for obedience, we have the vow of obedience to our superiors, authority, knowing that they are there to represent Christ in our lives. Whatever they tell us, we take it as the will of God. So if today I am sent to Togo on mission and I don't like it, I can't say no, I will not go, because the voice of the superior is the voice of Christ. And as our founder said, the will of God is always the best in all circumstances. Whatever happens, wherever you get to, Christ in his own way will find a way to get you out of it and see you through. So for OLA sisters, as we are missionaries, we do not stay here. So when you want to join us, you have to be ready for the mission, because you will not stay in Ghana alone. But you will always have the time to get in contact with your family and friends. You will not be cut out.
Thank you very much, Sister. Sister Martha, something small. Inviting all and sundry to join that very day for the climax.
That day, certainly there will be so much excitement all over. And it is because we want people to share in our joy. And we are hoping that maybe through that, we will get some vocations. And then our numbers will increase, because as for the work we are doing, it is forever increasing. Yes. And we need helpers in the vineyard. So after praying for helpers in the vineyard, doing occasions like this, we are hoping that the Lord himself will touch the hearts of the young to join us to do the work of God in his vineyard. And we are hoping that there will be a lot of past students around to join us in the celebration. We are also praying that there will be a lot of contributions left and right to support us in the project that we are planning to put up across. And I suppose our presence, we believe, will encourage other people to see that OLA sisters are not buried. We are around. We want to be alive. We want our presence to be felt. So I think it's nice to celebrate and have fun and enjoy the invitation of other people we ourselves have trained, and we have chats here and there, to refresh us and to energize us for our mission tomorrow.
Thank you very much, Sister.
Welcome.
There is this Akan adage that goes like, "Agroneye deno na diesa akwentufu." So all too soon, we have to draw the curtain down on this discussion. If you are just joining us, don't say, "Oh, I'm too late, I didn't join on time." You can still get recaps of this on Facebook, Capital Cape Coast, YouTube, Capital Edu. We had this beautiful conversation with the OLA sisters, Sister Francisca and Sister Martha did us the honor for this panel discussion. You'll see more of these on Capital TV, because the celebration is still ongoing till the climax in December. So do well to always leave your channel on Capital TV. So,
I have to conclude.
Okay, Sister Francisca would have something small to add for us.
Yes, dear viewers, as we rightly said, we are celebrating OLA presence in Ghana, our mission today and tomorrow. We have a laid down activities for this celebration. We launched it in March this year and climaxing it in December. There have been other activities that have already taken place, but this Friday, 25th August, we are going to have a symposium that will delve into our history, our mission and vision all these years. So, we are throwing the invitation. Come and know, experience the OLA sisters, get more insight about us, because we know that this time we had here now will not be enough to know all about OLA sisters. 140 years, it's not an easy thing. So many years. So come, on this day we are going to have so many speakers. We have Professor Michael Poku Buanse, who is going to be the chairperson from Kumasi, NAST. Professor Anthony Ananpra from UCC, Very Reverend Father Anthony Saki from OLA College of Education, Cape Coast. Very Reverend Father Paul Sadede Enim, SMA from Accra. And Reverend Sister Felicia Harry, OLA sister. So we are going, and the place is going to be at Mary Queen of Peace Catholic Church, Fort Ridge, Cape Coast. The time is 9:30 a.m. Dearly beloved, come, join us, celebrate this wonderful gift of mission from God and celebrate His faithfulness in the OLA life. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sister. And then Sister Francisca and Sister Martha, I would like to thank you once again for joining us here at the studios of Capital TV. Sister has given us a beautiful outro to this. And so have a good evening.
Think of us, speak for us, work with us, wait for us, Queen of apostles, dear star of the morn. Oh, the church is glad in thy shining, none more glad, oh Mary, than we, who by modern a common title know and I belong to thee. Light up at wherever we are, we will follow the morning star. Watch over children, a queen and a mother. We to God's service our lives have sworn. Think of us, speak for us, work with us,